Darth Vader was a loyal subject to his master Palpatine and served him for 23 years throughout his entire rule as Emperor. Without Vader, Sidious would likely have never conquered the galaxy. But why is it when the opportunity presented itself, Sidious so readily dismissed his pupil for another?
Now, Skywalker, you will die.
Well, first things first, we need to sort of sum up what Vader and Sidious's relationship was like. Now, Vader was dedicated to Sidious, as realistically it was the only thing that he had. He'd thrown away his life as Skywalker to become Vader, and in doing so, believed that he was bringing peace to a galaxy ravaged by conflict. He didn't necessarily like Sidious, especially after the death of Padme, but he was his master, and he respected him. However, Sidious's opinion of Vader was very different. Now, the rule of two means inevitably one day the apprentice will kill the master. For this reason, Sidious was always cautious of Vader, and was aware as his powers grew that he may attempt a coup. In fact, in Star Wars Legends, Sidious had a secret contingency order in place, which would order all Imperial troops to kill Vader on sight, so it's safe to assume Sidious didn't really trust Vader, simply because that's the very nature of the Sith. But there's far more. Vader was supposed to be Sidious's crown jewel, if you will. The very weapon the Jedi wanted to use to destroy the Sith now served him. But in reality, he didn't really live up to expectations. One reason for this was the suit. Vader's injuries sustained on Mustafar were critical, and although the suit and robotic limbs allowed him to survive and gave him additional strength, it impeded him in other ways. In fact, Sidious was reportedly furious at the fact that Vader would never be able to use Force Lightning as a weapon. This was something that the ancient Sith had had in their arsenal for, well, since the beginning. However, perhaps the main reason Sidious wanted to replace Vader was the fact he wasn't a worthy successor. He was a great warrior, but ultimately Sidious would die one day and his apprentice would take over the Empire. Vader wasn't suited for this. Majority of the Imperial military command hated him due to his elevated position and constant conflict with Moffs and officers. This meant that he would struggle to unify the great war machine that Sidious had built. Ultimately, Vader was not the apprentice or successor Sidious wanted. He couldn't fully embrace every aspect of the dark side, and he was simply incapable of continuing Sidious's agenda after his inevitable death. No, Sidious wanted a fresh start, a new apprentice, relatively undamaged with potential to become more powerful than Vader or Sidious. Also, it would relieve Sidious of the fear of an uprising, as the new apprentice would have much to learn. But what do you think? Did Sidious secretly despise his apprentice or not? Please put your opinions below and like and sub for more Star Wars content. Also, please follow me on Twitter @TheLawGuy for updates. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.